What's going on, YouTube? I hope everyone's having a great week, wherever you guys are out in the world. It's your boy from DeFi and Chill, and I'm back with another Wonderland Time update. So to get started, I'll address the price action on Time. We still continue to dip. The price now is currently at roughly $1,300 as we speak, which is not bad considering we dropped all the way to, what is that, like 970? No, I think we dipped lower than that. You can see we dipped to $800, right? So I'll get a bit into what happened here with this massive price drop and why we're back up at $1,300. There's a reason for that, and I'll get into that later. But I just want to take some time to address that a lot of people are panic selling, which is cool. It happens in every stock, crypto, whatever. And I want to address that the price of Bitcoin still is dumping. Now, if you watched my previous videos, I brought up the fact that we could possibly see some further dump, but I wasn't too bearish. We had a death cross recently where we pushed up to that little inflection point and dumped, which is very common. Happens all the time. You can see it back here. You can see it back here, here, right? So I just pointed that out last week. And as you can see, we made our way back up to the 21 moving average and dumped again. The 21 moving average and the 618 Fibonacci level, right? So pretty easy trades. You could have easily been trading that, shorting it, and just dumping profits into Wonderland or something else, whatever you want. But anyways, that's not what I want to get into in this video. As Bitcoin dumps in price, don't be surprised that your favorite projects are also dumping even more. That's just normal. It's always been like that, still is like that until further notice, okay? With that being said, not only is the crypto market red, so is traditional markets. Everything's just dumping, mostly due to the Fed's recent, policy and interest rates. Now, in my opinion, I believe this dump here kind of has it priced in already, but you know, the market is very emotional. Honestly, like when they announce that they're printing a whole crap ton of money, boom, everyone starts buying everything. But the truth is, there currently is so much money on the sidelines, right? And it has to go somewhere. So with that being said, guys, like I wouldn't get overly doomsday with this. I could see a dump going even down as low as 38K. Hey, maybe even 29K, right? I believe there's a gap trade somewhere there, but that's it. Like that's a possibility, but honestly, DCAing around these regions isn't a bad idea. We've already had a massive move down, about 40%. All right, so there we are with the whole market. Let's jump back into Time Wonderland and the recent updates. Recently, most of the information that's come out of Time Wonderland has been from the AMA that Daniele has hosted on his Twitter space. All right, so when he hosted that AMA, first thing he did was assure everyone that things are still moving forward, things are still going good with regards to Time Wonderland being a VC. All right, he acknowledged that Time is disrupting the entire VC space. And with that, he took a lot of time to focus, one, on the amount of capital that they've raised. They're the biggest DAO in terms of money raised. They raised over $1 billion. That's sitting in their treasury. All right. And on top of that, he took some time to talk about the user base. They also have the most users. And I want to show you guys a cool website right now. This is thebank.com. These guys have not all, but most protocols on their website, and you can get a lot of user metrics and stuff like that. I've been keeping an eye on this here and there. You can see today there is 353,000 users. About a month ago, this was at 200,000 users. A month before that, it was at 100 something thousand users. So that is a great sign. Even though price is falling and people are getting liquidated, leverage is getting well, it's getting deleveraged, whatnot. Users are still jumping into Time Wonderland simply because of the idea and what they're trying to do. Although price has been falling, rebases are still being distributed. People are still doubling, tripling their Time holdings. And on top of that, they've already made an investment in an early seed round funding to BetSwap, right? Which we're all getting a airdrop soon for. All right. So outside of that, things are looking good from that perspective. That's quite a bit of users. And he also took some time to clear up confusion around the whole wrapped memo thing. Honestly, it's very surprising that a lot of investors who have already poured money into this simply can't grasp the idea of how time memo and wrapped memo works, which is very scary, and which is why, in my opinion, people are getting deleveraged like crazy, because there's a lot of gamblers in this space right now that simply don't understand why they lost their collateral. All right. So he just simply took the time to explain to people what time was, how you buy time, how you stake it. It becomes memo, which is the receipt for your staked time. All right. And then he explained briefly what wrapped memo is and how it's basically your memo sitting in a container, still collects rebases, and is great for price action if you wrap your memo. All right, moving on. He briefly also touched on the CEX listing, basically saying that wrapped memo is coming to centralized exchanges. And the reason why they chose wrapped memo is because then when people purchase wrapped memo, they're automatically earning rebase rewards. This eliminates those few steps earlier that some people find really confusing, and understandably so. If you're new to crypto, you're not really trying to buy funds from an exchange, move it into your MetaMask, then hit up a decentralized exchange, add the Avalanche mainnet, move your funds over, blah, 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 blah. You know where I'm getting with this. It's a lot of steps. For someone that's brand new to the space, they're not getting in, right? And they're trying to fix that, which I feel like is so good on them, because there's a lot of projects in the space. They don't really care too much about trying to get mainstream attention and making their platform easier and more available. They just want to make quick money, right? That's not the case here. They're addressing these problems and coming up with solutions, right? So as of right now, you can already get wrapped memo on SushiSwap. All right. So you can go on SushiSwap and get wrapped memo. You'll be earning rewards just like that. But at the end of the day, centralized exchange is still very key, and it's good that they're bringing wrapped memo over to a centralized exchange in the very near future. With that being said, I also want to touch on the most recent tweets from Daniele's page. He went on a thread, and I just wanted to take some time to cover it. It says, "It is time to move away from the Ohm model." All right, that's Olympus DAO. As everyone saw, it is good exclusively to fundraising, but as much as we try to make it sustainable, it becomes unreasonable. Wonderland has become the first successful SPAC, which is a special purpose acquisition company, in the crypto space. The treasury is intact and growing $1 million a day in farming and investments revenues. What a time to be alive. Consider now we trade at the treasury value. We must consider to turn off completely the dilution and move to a VE33 model where stakers receive airdrops and farming rewards. The first of its kind. This is a huge deal, guys. All right. So I'll get back to this in a second. Let's cover the rest. This will steer the VC model in favor of a more transparent, decentralized, and open investment DAO that will change the world of finance. True. We leave behind wonderful memories to Carpe Diem. Now, what he's talking about here is dilution is ditched, guys, now. So you can take a look at the Wonderland Time right here. You can't mint more time. So the dilution is not a diluting asset anymore. You can't mint it. You just buy what's available. All right. And this is a big deal because this should stop a lot of the downward pressure, and it adds to what they're trying to do as a DAO overall. We're not trying to just have a high APY and have people jump in and out of this project. This is a decentralized, permissionless venture capital fund that everyone and anyone can participate in, right? So as they continue to make more investments like BetSwap, and even yield farming and whatever it is, what's going to happen is whoever purchased time and has it staked as memo, they're going to be sharing the revenue. All right. Whereas what Olympus was doing is they're trying to be more of a decentralized reserve currency. Two different completely projects. And keep in mind, guys, these projects are brand new. Let's go back to the bank. What I like about one of these metrics is it tells you when the project started. This one started in September. And even then, I have to say, really like October when they started to get things rolling. So even from September, that's what, September, October, November, December, it's only 4 months old, guys. And the amount of stuff they've done, from already acquiring early investments and changes to the platform, it's actually pretty impressive. Honestly, like looking at where the price of time is now and it's hovering around its backing price, if you guys purchased way up, not a bad idea to bring that average price down, right? Not financial advice. It's all up to you, but just saying my thoughts. All right. So with that being said, we'll go back to Daniele's Twitter. So that's what he was saying. Moving on. I also want to get on to Sifu's Twitter. This is key. It looks like we have finally an opportunity to test the buyback promise. Wonderland Fi. Several million has once again been used to buy below our backing price, returning the price to our intrinsic value. Okay, you can see that the treasury balance has just dipped under $1 billion now. And the reason for this is because Wonderland Time has actually initiated its buybacks as soon as the backing price dropped below, as soon as the price of time dropped below the backing price. Sorry about that. So this is the first DAO to actually do that. There's other DAOs who said they were working on features like that and they just didn't roll out, and their prices tanked far below. It's good to see Wonderland keep their promise and actually implement it. And the fact that they deployed millions of dollars from their $1 billion treasury balance to actually purchase time back is actually insane and pretty exciting, right? So we'll go from there. So that's working already. And he also wanted to touch on the fact that now the dilution is over. You can't just mint time anymore. You have to just go and buy it from the exchanges, the decentralized exchanges, that is. All right. So that's it for now. Pretty big updates, guys. I know it's a short video, but I had to make a video regarding these updates because these are big deals. These new updates literally can affect the price of time quite a bit, and it's going to be interesting to see how the market reacts over the next few weeks. I will be dropping more update videos. So if you guys appreciate this update, please leave a like on the video. It helps a lot for the channel to grow. And subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on future updates and opportunities. All right, guys, it's been great. Thank you for watching the video, and until next time, peace.